Britain's Prime Minister is addressing the media. Let's quickly listen in.
Armed police presence on the transport network, and they will see security will be increased, and the police will, of course, do what is necessary to protect the public. The threat of terrorism that we face is severe, but together, by working together, we will defeat them.
Prime Minister, you said following the London Bridge attack just a few months ago that enough is enough and that we've been too tolerant of extremism. Is that still your view, and how do you intend to tackle this threat?
Yes, we do need to ensure that we're dealing with not just the terrorist threat, but with the extremism and the hate that can actually incite that terrorism. That's why we're looking very carefully at the powers that our police and security services have to make sure they have the powers they need. But it's also why we're working with the internet companies. The Home Secretary has visited Silicon Valley, spoken with the internet companies, and next week at UNGA I'll be chairing a session, co-hosting it with President Macron from France to talk about what more we can be doing to ensure that we deal with the terrorist propaganda, with the extremist propaganda, with the hatred that is put out across the internet.
Prime Minister, Donald Trump has intervened to say that this was carried out by people who Scotland Yard had in its sights. Does he know something we don't?
I never think it's helpful for anybody to speculate on what is an ongoing investigation. As I've just said, the police and security services are working to discover the full circumstances of this cowardly attack and to identify all those responsible.
And just finally, Sadiq Khan was at your meeting. He said that London needs more police forces. Will they get it?
We are very clear. We've protected police budgets. We also protected counter-terrorism policing, and we have ensured that it is possible for the police to increase the number of armed police. And I'm pleased to say that once again the emergency services, the police and others responded immediately to this attack and were on the scene immediately, and we thank them for their professionalism and bravery.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. British Prime Minister Theresa May, she is addressing the nation after the latest terror attack that has hit London Tube earlier today, 8:20 a.m. to be precise, Britain time. Security, she says, will be increased, and the threat to London from terrorism is severe. She said we all will need to come together and defeat the terrorists. That's Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May addressing the media for the first time after reports of this terror incident came to light. 22 people, remember, are injured, admitted in hospitals after a bomb, what seemed to be a homemade ID bomb, went off inside one compartment of the metro in London.